The golden sun shone brightly over Babylon, casting its light upon a city of wealth and power. The streets were alive with music, the sound of trumpets and drums echoing through the air. But this was not a day of celebration for God, it was a day of pride. King Nebuchadnezzar, the mighty ruler of Babylon, had built a huge golden statue, taller than any man had ever seen. It stood high and proud in the plain of Dura, shining so brightly that its reflection touched the walls of the city. The king sent messengers through all the land to announce his decree. When you hear the sound of the trumpet, the flute, and the harp, you must fall down and worship the golden image that I have made. Whoever refuses will be thrown immediately into a burning fiery furnace. The people trembled and obeyed. When the music played, every man and woman bowed to everybody except 3 young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God. They stood tall while everyone else fell to the ground. Their eyes were firm, their faith unshaken. News of their disobedience reached the king, and his face burned with anger. "Bring them to me," he commanded. When the 3 were brought before him, Nebuchadnezzar glared down from his throne. "Is it true," he thundered, "that you will not worship the image I have made? I will give you one more chance. When you hear the music, fall down and worship, or I will throw you into the fiery furnace. And what God can save you from my hands?" The 3 men did not flinch. Their answer was calm but full of power. "O King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the fiery furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us. And even if he does not, we will not bow to your idol." The king's fury exploded like a storm. His face twisted in rage. "Heat the furnace 7 times hotter than usual," he shouted. The guards obeyed, and the flames roared, leaping high into the sky like living beasts. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were tied with ropes and dragged to the furnace. The heat was so strong that it killed the soldiers who threw them in. The 3 fell into the fire, but something strange happened. Inside the blazing furnace, they did not burn. The ropes that bound them burned away, yet their clothes and hair were untouched. The fire danced around them but could not harm them. Nebuchadnezzar, watching from a distance, suddenly rose to his feet, his eyes wide with shock. "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the fire?" he asked his advisors. "Yes, O king," they replied. "But look," the king cried out, pointing toward the furnace. "I see 4 men, walking freely in the fire, unhurt. And the fourth looks like a son of God." The king ran to the furnace and called out, "Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out." The 3 men stepped out of the fire. The crowd gasped. Their clothes were not burned, their hair was not singed, and there was no smell of smoke on them. Then Nebuchadnezzar fell silent, awe filling his heart. He lifted his voice before all the people and declared, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him. There is no other God who can save like this." From that day, the king made a new decree: no one in Babylon was to speak against the God of Israel, for he alone had power over fire and kings alike. And so, through courage and faith, 3 men stood when all others bowed, and God himself walked with them in the fire.